Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. He'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw on 2nd down. Murray, and a dump off to White. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's got some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down. To throw again. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll run it here. This is James White. He finds an opening past the 40. And a cutback right sideline. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big play there on the option. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Murray. And his pass incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
To throw again, Murray. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aaron Donald in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Detroit!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And he's going to go down again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. He'll return it from the 6. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd down, Freeman. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll drop to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Oh, what a juke into space. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Pirine, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Here we go. Gone!
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Black. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Murray going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's first and 10 from the 12. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Zach Ertz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Murray buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Throwing on 1st down. Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Flush to his right. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure. Was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hot. Hot.
From the gun, Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On 1st down, Murray. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And his guys have got it back at the closing first half.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. 23 yards on the play.
Watching that, Barney.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Detroit!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it here with Pirine. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Finding some room at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Connor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now the pitch to Freeman. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Off play action. Murray. Flushed out right. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Lions have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Freeman again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Back to throw. Steps away. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Pirine. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They come out here, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's their quarterback, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Murray now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 62 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run the option. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They start on the ground with Piron, looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and
he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. One of the longest punts in the last decade or so, 80-plus yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's back to throw. This is White on the screen. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Detroit, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.